welcome everyone to our previously named Motor FD Forum, now renamed Motor EV Forum. I'll come on to explain why that's the case. Delighted to welcome so many new faces around the room, but I must say first of all, I'm purely a spokesperson figurehead, because none of this would have been possible without two of the guys that are on my team that have really kind of led this and driven this, and that's Nigel, who I'm sure you all know, Nigel Morris over there, heads up our motor and EV tax, and John Pollock, someone who might be quite new to some of you that have been coming to the FD forums, but not to all of you that have been in the sector for a while, because John's our new consulting head, but has been in the sector for some time. So John will introduce himself later on. This forum previously was called the, as I mentioned, the Finance Director Forum, and I'm pleased to see we've got a real core of motor FDs still in the room. We've evolved into the EV Forum because the last session we ran 6 months ago, the agenda topic that just received so much kind of attention and feedback and requests for more was the area of electric vehicles. I think it's safe to say that in the last 6 months, when we've been going out and networking, talking to our clients, talking to OEMs or dealers or others in the sector, so much of the discussion has been about not just the current trading, which we'll come on to, but also the future and an uncertain future, maybe an exciting future, but certainly a challenging future for the automotive sector as a whole, including automotive retail. Things like electric vehicles, things like e-commerce, data, connected cars becoming so much more important, subscription models, even in the future autonomous. There's so much going on, so that's why we've kind of refocused our forum towards those topics. The agenda today really follows that lead. I'm really pleased that we've got so many quality speakers, and those speakers are really covering all of those areas that I've touched on. The EV ecosystem, really, around things like infrastructure, things like energy, commercial models, both for OEMs and dealers, and even tax, because it would be remiss of us if we didn't have tax on the agenda. And tax is an enabler stroke driving some of this change as well. As I mentioned, lots of familiar faces in the room. We've got a number of non-finance people in the room as well today, which is great to see, because I think when you look at EV, it's both clearly an operational and a finance matter, and we've got a number of manufacturers, OEMs in the room as well today, which is great to see, because this is about working together for the future, and ensuring that retailers are ready for the future and EV. That's probably all I was going to say. As is normal, the speakers are happy to take questions as they go through. Great if we can make this as interactive as possible, but there will be a slot, some time at the end for questions and answers as well. Very big agenda, as we've seen, and breaks and lunch we really need to try to stick to, so we may be kind of cutting short on occasion some bits, but it's also all about networking, and that's clearly what was happening this morning. That's what the lunch and the break opportunities will give us as well. I mean, so really now, I've mentioned the previous FD forums, the session that always attracts a lot of discussion, a lot of interest, and I'm delighted to have that session leading again is the one led by Mike Allen from Zeus Capital, the leading research analyst in the sector. Many of you will know him or will have read his research. So without further ado, I shall pass you over to Mike.